What if your next step was the one that broke everything? Picture this: you're in your garden, the rain's tapping your roses, you're reaching for a bloom, and then snap, you're down, your independence gone in a heartbeat because a fall took it all. For Marjorie Evans, a 68-year-old from Oregon's misty outskirts, that's a fear she didn't know was creeping closer every day. Marjorie's the kind of gal who makes gray days feel bright. She's got silver curls tucked under a rain hat, a warm laugh that cuts through the drizzle, and a green thumb that's turned her yard into a flower show. She's settled into retirement in her cozy cottage near Portland, where the pines whisper and the rain's a constant friend, a quiet life she cherishes until it starts to shift. It's a damp Thursday morning, the kind where the clouds hang low and the air smells like wet earth. Marjorie's up early, coffee in hand, stepping out to her garden. She's watering her roses, the spray misting her boots, the TV's on inside, Jeopardy! Humming through the screen door, Alex Trebek's voice, her daily wake-up call since the 80s. She's got a watering can, tending her blooms, they're her pride, reds and pinks she's nursed through Oregon's soggy seasons. Her grandkids, Sophie and Ben, love picking them when they visit. She smiles. Good morning, she says to the flowers, feeling the rain on her face. It's her routine, her peace. Then it happens, a wobble, quick and sharp, like the ground slipping under her. She grabs the trellis, steadies herself. Whoa there. She chuckles, shaking it off, probably just the mud. She figures, adjusting her grip. It's gone in a blink, no fuss, right? But something's off, a little tug in her gut. She can't place. Marjorie's been feeling off more lately. Small stumbles she's ignored. Last week, her legs gave a little when she climbed the porch steps, and yesterday, she nearly dropped her coffee mug. She's 68, not 20, so she lets it slide. Just old knees, she tells herself. Watering can back in motion. She's not alone. Millions of Americans over 67 miss the quiet signs their bodies flashing. The Journal of Gerontology says falls are a top danger after 65, stealing mobility, even lives, in a split second. One wrong step, and you're in a hospital bed. Marjorie's dancing on that edge, and she doesn't see it. Think about your own days, that shaky moment, the slow shuffle, the near miss you laughed off. Ever wonder if it's more than age? Marjorie's about to learn those cozy mornings aren't so safe, for warning signs are hiding in her routine, and they're gaining ground fast. She finishes the roses, the rain picking up her garden's a watercolor blur now, petals nodding in the wet. Her legs feel heavy, but she shrugs. Long night, and heads inside. Jeopardy! Is mid-clue, a history question she'd usually nail. She settles into her chair, coffee cooling. Her husband hangs out back tinkering with his fishing gear, prepping for a weekend at the river. You good, hon? He calls, his voice muffled by the rain. Fine, sweetie, just soggy, she hollers back, forcing a grin. She's the tough one. No need to worry over a little wobble. But as she sips, that heaviness sticks. Her arms ache a bit, a dull throb she blames on the gardening's work. She mutters, rubbing her elbow. She's been slower lately, hasn't she? Lifting the grandkids' toys takes more grunt than it used to. Over the next few minutes, we're diving into Marjorie's story, 4 warning signs of a fall after 67 that could have saved her if she'd caught them, signs that might save you too. These aren't guesses, they're science-backed, lived by a woman who's teetering on the brink. Stick with me, because this could be your lifeline. Before we dig deeper, I'd love to hear from you. Where are you tuning in from? If these insights about living stronger past 65 hit home, share your thoughts below and consider subscribing. Things are heating up, and you won't want to miss what's next. Let's keep going. Marjorie's day's about to unravel. It's 9 a.m., Jeopardy! Winding down. Marjorie's in her chair, coffee gone cold, the rain drumming outside. She stands to refill, and that wobble sneaks back stronger now. The room tilting like a slow spin. She grabs the table. What in the world? She gasps, steadying herself. It passes, and she's up. Just the rain, she insists, shuffling to the kitchen. Hank's rods are lined up, a weekend catch waiting. Her legs drag, a little need to stretch. She guesses, pouring more coffee. She's blind to the storm brewing inside. Hank pokes his head in. You sure you're okay, hon? You're wincing, his brow furrows, worry creeping in. He knows Marjorie's grit too well. Fit as ever, sweetie, she chuckles, waving him off, but her step's off, a sign she's dodging. The Mayo Clinic calls it a red flag. Losing balance after 67 means muscles and nerves are fading. Marjorie's got no clue it's warning one, swaying through her day. She's tough. Oregon tough raised kids. Built this garden a little wobbles nothing, she thinks. She sits back down, coffee in hand. The TV's off now. The house quiet, but for rain tapping the roof her arms feel weak. Lifting the mug, a chore. Long morning. She mutters, sipping slow. She's missing the clues stacking up. Last week, she shuffled slow to the mailbox. Hank teased, "You're dawdling, hon." She laughed, but it stuck with her. The Journal of Gerontology says slow steps are warning 3. Marjorie's been dragging, and she's not connecting it. She grabs her knitting, a scarf for Sophie. Half done, her eyes squint. The yarn blurry, need new glasses, she grumbles. Blinking hard, she's been fuzzing out lately. Warning 4's lurking. The American Heart Association ties vision slips to fall risk. She's brushing it off. She finishes a row, leans back. The wobble's a memory, the weakness a fluke. She's sure Hank's humming. The rain's steady, good day, she repeats, but her body's whispering otherwise. 4 signs are simmering, and she's turning up the heat. The rain keeps falling. She's cozy. The garden a blur outside. Her coffee's warm. Her knitting's slow. She's got no idea that wobble was a warning shot. 4 signs are stalking her: balance, strength, steps, sight. They're quiet, but they're loud if you listen. Hank's voice drifts in. "Fish are calling, hon." She smiles. "Catch a big one, sweetie." He's out. Rods in hand. She's alone. The rain her company. Her peace is a lie. A calm before a storm. She's missing. Friday looms. More roses, coffee, grandkids on her mind. She's got plans, but her body's got others. 4 signs are brewing, and she's not ready. Good day, she'd say, but it's not. It's a countdown, and she's got to wake up. The roses nod in the wet. Marjorie's knitting, steady. The morning's still, but her guard's down. 4 warnings are whispering. Soon to shout. She's 68, and she's fine. She tells herself she's wrong. She's humming, the quilt warm. The rain soft. Sophie and Ben dance in her head. The garden alive with their chatter, but her body's a ticking clock. Those signs she's ignored are winding up. She's one stumble from a fall she can't fathom. The clouds thicken over Oregon. Marjorie's sipping. The rain a lullaby. Her garden waits. Her grandkids a promise. 4 signs she's blind to could end her balance, strength, steps, sight. They're her story now, and it's heating up. She's settled. The cottage snug. The rain falls. Hank's rods gleam. 4 warnings are her shadow, and they're about to strike. She's got no clue how close she is. Good day, she whispers, but it's a lie. Her crash is coming. Marjorie's Friday morning dawns gray. The Oregon rain taps her roof, a steady drum she's grown to love. She's up with coffee, shuffling to her garden. The roses need a check, their petals drooping in the wet. She's got her rain hat on, ready to tend them, but her legs feel like wind today. She steps out. The air's thick, the ground slick. That wobble hits again, sharper now, a tilt that makes her grab the railing. Dang mud, she grumbles, steadying herself. It's quick, but her heart skips. The Mayo Clinic calls it warning 1. Losing balance after 67 means muscles are fading. Marjorie's blind to it, brushing her boots. She keeps going, watering can in hand. She pours slow. Her arms ache. A dull burn she blames on the weight getting soft. She mutters, shifting it. Warning 2's creeping. The Journal of Gerontology says weak muscles spike fall risk. Marjorie's dismissing it, pouring on. By noon, she's back inside. Coffee's cold. Jeopardy! Humming on TV. She's slow today, her steps dragging like she's wading through mud. Rain's got me, she guesses, sinking into her chair. Warning 3's landing. The American Heart Association ties slow walking to instability. Marjorie's shuffling, and she doesn't see it. Hank's out back, rods ready for the river. Morning, hon, you're quiet, he calls. Peering through the screen, she tries to reply, just resting, but her eyes squint. The words blurry on the TV. Need new specs, she grumbles, rubbing them. Warning 4's here. Vision slips mean trouble, says the Mayo Clinic. She laughs it off. He chuckles. You're a trooper, sweetie. He's off. Tackle box clinking. Marjorie's alone. Her chair a cocoon. Her legs ache now, a heaviness she ignores. Long week, she thinks, sipping coffee. 2 signs in a morning, and she's dodging both. Afternoon rolls and she's knitting. Sophie's scarf growing. Her arms falter, the yarn slipping. Weak grip, she mutters, flexing. Warning 2's a shadow. Strength's fading, and she's blind. Need to lift more, she jokes, but it's no laugh. The rain picks up. She's up for a snack. Hank's fishtails on her mind, her steps are slow. A shuffle she blames on the wet, slippery floors, she says. Steadying on the counter, three's irregular. Now she's moving like molasses, and she's not clocking it. Evening nears, jeopardy. Time she's in her chair, coffee steaming. Alex tossing clues, her eyes blur. The board a haze, tired eyes. She guesses. Blinking hard, fours back, the Journal of Gerontology says it's a fall flag, Marjorie's brushing it. Cozy in denial. Her head's heavy, she stands. And that wobble slams, warning one's fierce. The room spinning, she grabs the table, whoa. She gasps. Hank's voice cuts through. You okay, hon? Fine. Sweetie just stood too fast. She lies, heart thumping. She sits, arms trembling, warning, two's a pulse now. Weakness she can't shake, long day. She mutters, sipping slow, two signs in a breath. And she's laughing them off, old age, huh? The American Heart Association says it's a pattern, Marjorie's stacking them blind. Saturday dawns, same routine. Coffee brewing. Roses waiting, her balance wavers. A sway she steadies, wet grass. She insists. Pouring water, one's a ghost, she's teetering. And she's deaf to it, the Mayo Clinic says it's nerves and strength, fading fast. She's in the garden, her arms give. The can dipping soft as butter. She grumbles. Shifting at two's a regular weakness, creeping, the Journal of Gerontology ties it to falls, Marjorie's blind. Tending roses like nothing's wrong. Midday hits, she's slow. Dragging to the porch, rain's dragging me. She guesses. Steps a crawl, three's a shadow, slow walking's her norm. And she's not counting, the American Heart Association says it's instability, she's coasting, clueless. Thanks inside your pokey, hon, tired? He asks. Rod in hand, her eyes blur. His face fuzzy, need a nap. She covers. Blinking, fours a flicker, vision slipping. And she's blind, long, weak. She lies, sinking into her chair. Evening's jeopardy. She's up, coffee cold, her balance wobbles. A tilt she catches, dizzy spell. She mutters, steadying one's back, she's a walking risk. And she's laughing it off, old bones, she says, shuffling to the kitchen. She grabs a mug, her arms falter. Trembling, weak today, she grumbles. Pouring slow, two's a drum, strength's gone. And she's blind, the Mayo Clinic says it's a fall waiting, Marjorie's pouring coffee, not seeing the drop. Hank's fishing tails hum, caught a big one, hon. Her steps drag, slow as syrup, long day. She guesses. Three's a rhythm, she's inching. And she's deaf, the Journal of Gerontology says it's a sign, she's teetering and doesn't know. She reaches for pie, June's recipe, cooling, her eyes blur. The crust a haze, need glasses bad. She chuckles. For's a pulse, vision's fading. And she's blind, the American Heart Association says it's a fall flag, she's slicing, not seeing. Nightfall, she's up, pie in hand, that wobble hits. Fierce and fast, one's a storm, she sways. Grabs the counter, what's with me? She gasps. Hank's there, Marge. Her arms give. Two's a wave, she's down, crashing to the tile. Hank's shaking her. Marge, you okay? Her voice shakes. Fine, sweetie, but her legs drag. Three's a weight, she's up slow. Eyes blurry. Four's a fog, four signs hit at once, she's 68, and she's falling apart. He's frantic. You're not fine, hon. She's trembling. Just slipped. Denial's her shield. But it's cracking, four signs scream, balance, strength, steps, sight, she's a checklist. And she's blind, the Mayo Clinic says it's a countdown, she's ticking. She sits. Pie forgotten, her head spins. Her arms ache, long, weak, she mutters. But her breath's short too, and one tag team, she's a mess. And she's laughing it off, old age, huh? The American Heart Association says it's a fall waiting, she's waiting too. Sunday dawns, coffee's on. Roses call, her balance wavers. A sway, she steadies, wet porch. She insists. Pouring, one's a ghost, she's blind. Tending flowers, the Journal of Gerontology says it's nerves fading, she's fading, and doesn't see. She's slow, dragging to the chair, rain's heavy. She guesses. Steps a crawl, three's a shadow, she's inching. And she's deaf, the Mayo Clinic says it's instability, Marjorie's coasting. Clueless, her garden's her world, and it's tilting. Her arms give, coffee mug dipping soft hands. She grumbles. Two's a drum, strength's gone. And she's blind, the American Heart Association ties it to fall, she's sipping. Not seeing her roses bloom, her wrist grows. Eyes blur, jeopardy. A haze, tired eyes, she guesses. For's a pulse, vision's fading. And she's blind, the Journal of Gerontology says it's a fall flag, she's watching. Not catching, her chair's her throne, and it's crumbling. Hank's back, you're off. Han, rest, he says, Rods gleaming, she wobbles. One's a storm, fine. Sweetie, she lies. Arms weak. Two's a wave, she's slow. Three's a weight, eyes blurry. Four's a fog, four signs roar, and she's deaf. She stands, coffee cold, that wobble slams. Fierce she sways. Grabs the table, whoa. She gasps. Hank's there, Marge. Her arms falter. Legs drag, four signs hit, she's down again. Crashing to the floor, Hank's yelling. Call 911. He's on the phone, she's fallen, hurry. She's gasping. I'm okay, sweetie. But she's not. Balance, strength, steps. Sight, they're not. Whispers now. They're a scream, she's 68, and she's breaking. Paramedics rush, lights flash. Rain pours, pulse weak. She's shaky. One snaps, Marjorie's down. Hank's sobbing. Save her. For signs she ignored are her reality, she's teetering. And it's real. They lift her, Hank's voice cracks. Hold on. Han. Her garden fades. Her stubbornness a chain, four warnings, balance. Strength. Steps. Sight, they're loud. And she's hearing. Too late, she's falling. And it's not over. Monday waits, roses. Coffee. A life on hold, Marjorie's a fighter. But she's blind, no more. Four signs are her mirror, she's 68. And she's crashing her stories at the edge, and it's raw. She's in their hands, rain drums. Hank's near, four signs she missed are her fight, balance. Strength. Steps. Sight, she's got one shot, the cottage waits. Her garden calls, four warnings. One chance she's not out, but she's close. The ambulance cuts through the Oregon dusk. Rain streaking the windows, Marjorie's on the stretcher. Eyes fluttering. Hank's voice a tether. Hang on. Han, you're tougher than this. Her arms throbbing. Her head spinning, for warning signs have her down, and she's fading fast. The paramedics hustle. She's hurt bad. One snaps, Marjorie's garden fades in the wet blur. In the ER, it's a storm, monitors beep wild. Doctors swarm. A nurse yells, arms broken. Marjorie's a wreck, a fall in the kitchen. The tile unforgiving, the Journal of Gerontology says falls after 67 can kill, and she's teetering close, her wrist snapped, her breath shallow. Hank's gripping her hand. Marge, stay with me. She's there, just barely. Roses in her haze. They stabilize her, x-rays flash. Pain meds flow. A doctor stern. Fractured radius, she's lucky it wasn't her hip. Or worse. Hank's shaking. What happened, Han? Marjorie's awake. Rasping. Slipped, sweetie. But Dr. Hale's got a wake-up call, four signs you ignored did this. She spells it out, losing balance. Weak muscles. Slow steps. Blurry vision, classic fall risks. After 67 you dodge death. But only just. Marjorie's stunned. Just old age. She whispers, Dr. Hale's firm. No. It's your body begging change now. Or next time's fatal. Hank nods. We're fixing this, Han. She's home by noon, arm in a cast. Spirit bruised, Hank's hovering. No more falls. Marge, his eyes fierce, she's 68. And that crash is a spotlight she can't unsee. For signs nearly ended her, she's got one shot to turn it around. Dr. Hale's words burn. Start today. First step, strength warning. Two's weakness broke her. The Mayo Clinic says light exercise rebuilds muscles. Marjorie starts chair squats. 5 a day feels silly. She grumbles. But Hank's all in. Better than a cast, Han. Her legs firm up. No more jelly, she's lifting herself. Slow but sure. Balance is next, warning. One's wobble dropped her. The Journal of Gerontology says practice steadies it. She tries standing on one leg. Wobbly at first like a flamingo. She laughs. Gripping the counter, Hank cheers. You've got it, sweetie. Her sway steadies. Falls fading. Steps were slow, warning. Threes shuffle tripped her. The American Heart Association says walking boosts speed. Marjorie shuffles less. 10 minutes around the garden, legs waking up. She grins. Boots on grass, her pace picks up. No more drag, she's moving, not crawling. Vision, warning. 4 blurry eyes missed the tile. The Mayo Clinic ties it to falls. Marjorie's at the eye doc. New glasses sharp, world's clear again. She says, threading yarn, her sight's crisp. No haze, Hank winks. Pretty as ever. Han, she's seeing, not stumbling. Weeks pass, Marjorie's shifting squats, balance, walks, glasses, 4 signs fade. Her cottage alive, I'm back. Sweetie, she tells Hank. Cast off, her arms strong. Her steps sure jeopardy. S mine tonight. She boasts she's fighting, and it shows. It's a Saturday, no crash, no fall. Marjorie's in the garden. Watering roses, they're blooming. Han, she calls. Steady now, Hank's fishing gear's packed. You're a marvel, Marge. She's 68. And she's living, not just hanging on 4 signs or history. She tries knitting. Sophie's scarf grows. No blur better than TV. She chuckles. Needles clicking visions. Her shield keeps me sharp. She says the American Heart Association says it's smart. Clear sight cuts risk. Marjorie's crafting, not crashing. Coffee's light garden walks. Her fuel habit. 3 speeds her power legs like a champ. She teases, no shuffle. Gardener's back. Han. She grins. The Journal of Gerontology says it's years added. She's claiming them, step by step. She balances 1 leg. Then 2 habit. 1's wobbles. Gone. Flamingos got nothing on me. She laughs, steady as rock. Hank beams. You're a pro, sweetie. The Mayo Clinic says it's life. Marjorie's solid, no sway. Strength's her thing. 10 squats now. No ache. Habit. 2's weakness is dust. Arms tougher than ever, she says, lifting the can. The American Heart Association says it's gold. Muscle cuts. Falls. Marjorie's strong, no drop. Jeopardy! Knight's family now. Sophie and Ben cheering. What is Oregon? She nails, sharp and steady. 4 signs tried to kill her. She flipped them. I'm here. Han. She tells Hank. He hugs her. You're my star. She knits a rose for you, sweetie, she says. Hank's eyes shine. Habit. 4 sights. Her gift keeps me clear. She nods. Studies say it's brain gold. Less blur, more spark. Marjorie's alive. A 68-year-old with zip. Walks daily. Garden trails. Hank at her side. Habit. 3's her rhythm. Best start ever, she says. Roses her clock. The Journal of Gerontology says it's flow restored. Marjorie's synced, strong. Days her launch. She's blooming, not breaking. No weakness. Habit. 2's gone. Squats over. Slumps strong as rain. She tells Hank. The Mayo Clinic says it's heart smart. Power heals. Marjorie's firm. Her arms light. Morning's her strength. Hank grabs her hand. You're back. Han. Better than ever. They walk the garden. Roses red. Her steps sure. 4 signs tried to end her. She rewrote them. 68's my prime. She beams. She's won. She's hosting now. Jeopardy! With kids, pie on the table. What is a rose? Ben yells. Marjorie's there. Steady, clear. 4 signs are dust. Life's good, sweetie, she says. Hank smiles. You're my champ. Clinic check. Dr. Hale's stunned. Bones solid. Balance perfect. You're a miracle. Marjorie's proud. Took a fall to learn. Doc. For signs lost. She's on it. Squats. Walks. Glasses. Steady. She's whole. Knitting's her thing. Roses on scarves. Sophie's glee. My new trick. Han. She says habit. 4's her spark. Keeps me ticking. She grins. The American Heart Association says it's life. Marjorie's thriving, not just here. Walks with Hank. Garden paths. Hand in hand. You're my rock, sweetie, she says. Habit. 3's her strength. No drag, no fall. The Mayo Clinic says it's years. Marjorie's claiming them. Pie nights. Hank's fish tails. Kids laughing. Best Nana ever. Sophie chirps. She's strong, clear, alive. 4 signs tried. She beat them. I'm here. Han. She tells Hank. He hugs her. Always. Think your signs. Wobbly steps. Weak grip. Slow pace. Blurry sight. Ringing bells. Marjorie's fall says see them. 4 warnings can kill, but you can stop them. She did, and she's proof. She's on the porch. Coffee light. Roses red. Jeopardy! Hums. Her hand steady. 4 signs are ghosts. She's vibrant. Catch them quick. She'd tell you her crash was her call. Her rise is your shot. Grab it. It's Sunday. Knitting. Walking. Hank by her side. 68's my start. She says 4 signs lost. She's tough, sharp, alive. Oregon's mine. She beams. Her garden's home. Her life's full. Those signs try to take her balance, strength, steps, sight. She turned them to dust. Marjorie's proof. 67's not your end. It's your fight. 4 stops. 1 win. She's not done. You're not either. What's your move? A squat, a walk, no glasses. Marjorie's cheering from Oregon. You've got this, folks. Her garden's open. Her heart's strong. 4 signs. 1 life. Rewrite yours now.